तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनम् कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहम् श्रवणमङ्गलम् श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः. The master went to others' drawing room on the second floor and took a seat, surrounded by the guests. Still in an ecstatic mood of divine fervor, he said, "Gentlemen, I have eaten. Now go and enjoy the feast." Was master hinting that the Divine Mother had partaken the other's offering? Did he identify himself with the Divine Mother and therefore say, "I have eaten"? Here we see Sri Ramakrishna standing in front of Divine Mother and offering his prayers, praises, singing the glories of Mother. As he is in already ecstatic mood while singing, he has found the identity. The meditation ends with the union of meditator and the meditated upon. Worship ends with the worshipper merging in the object of worship. I am worshipping Sri Ramakrishna. I must find total oneness with him. What should happen to Sri Ramakrishna? When he took up the worship of Divine Mother, we see him doing worship with great interest and love. To the extent last finally, he started identifying himself with the Mother and Mother presenting totally and expressing her oneness with the child. So this meditation also we merge. It's like a river merging in the ocean to become ocean entirely. My existence independent of God dissolves forever. My existence independent of the object of worship or object of meditation, it alone remains. My existence dissolves in it. So here we see Sri Ramakrishna attaining. In Vedas also we find, in which we chant in the frame before the Durga Saptashati, that is Chandi part, the Ratris Devi Sukta, Aham Rudrebhir Vasubhischaramyama Aditye Ruta Vishwade Vaihe. It's chanted in the end of the Durga Saptashati also. There, Vagambrani Devi, a woman sage, she contemplating on Divine Mother, meditating on Divine Mother, has become one with Divine Mother and is expressing what Divine Mother would be, is Aham Rudrebhir Vasubhischaramyami. All this, whatever is happening, is my doing. So, how that identification comes, total identification, my identity, personality, and existence totally dissolves in Divine Mother. So, this identity being merged in the Divine Mother is most important part that we have to, that Sri Ramakrishna is demonstrating before us. what will be the last stage. And he is telling whole worship is the God done by other, including the food taken. Sri Ramakrishna is experiencing. Mother is accepting all the worship. And the most keen understanding that develops in the author, M, is able to observe the state of his existence. Now he is telling, was Master hinting that the Divine Mother had partaken others' offerings? Did he identify himself with the Divine Mother and therefore say, I have eaten? It is like a mother feeding her small child feels satisfied, but her hunger doesn't go. She is fully satisfied. I don't need anything, as if. Because she finds an identity with the child, but total identity of mergence is not there. But when the child is still in the womb, whatever mother is eating, it is reaching child. In every aspect, the child is going in the womb with the food that is taken by the mother. It is this kind of identity. The mother has a total identity with the child who is in the womb. But when it's born, it's fully satisfied in feeding, but doesn't see that she has eaten. The child had eaten, I feel. But here it is not that. It is a river entering into ocean and totally identifying, and the ocean is experiencing waves. Then the water that has entered into ocean and has become one, it is also become one with it, experiencing the waves. The whole, there is no individuality. So that kind of oneness Sri Ramakrishna feels. Then addressing the Divine Mother, he continued, shall I eat, O Mother, or will you eat? The same thing happened to Sri Ramakrishna when he was doing his worship in those days, early days of his sadhana. When he took up the worship of the Divine Mother in Dakshineshwar Kali temple, he used to see Mother, is offering all things to Mother and watching. Mother, will you take all this? He is seeing, Mother, I shall eat or you shall eat. He feeds Mother, and sometimes he eats, offers flower to Mother and offers flowers on himself. That is, you are I, you are I. Mother, O Mother, the very embodiment of the wine of divine bliss, Ananda, Sura, which is making a man intoxicated with divine love, that he is no more aware of himself, but he is aware of the ordinary wine, makes you unaware of yourself and makes you unaware of all other things. But this ecstatic love of God makes man forget himself, but fully aware to the presence of the Divine Mother. She alone is there, I am no more there. That divine ecstasy in which I dissolve in the object of my love. Did Master look on himself as one with Divine Mother. Had the Mother incarnated herself as the Son to instruct mankind in the ways of God, because it is a transcendental knowledge which mind cannot conceive, senses can never see, and intellect also cannot understand, discern, or design. It is unknown, like a blind man. This world, light, colors, far and near, nothing can be known by a blind man just because he doesn't have eyesight. The whole light is there in front of him everywhere, colors are there, but he can't see because that sense is not there. We cannot explain what it is, but he uses the term. It is day, it is night, light term also, and they go to the college and study what is light, and they pass the exams. There are some engineers, they are blind. There are some scientific who has done scientific studies deeply, and they are all able to explain what is light theoretically, never see. Particle theory of light, the wave theory of light, everything they can explain. They don't have sight. The same condition is ours when we see that we are trying to understand what this God is. An unknown reality, we don't know how to go. That where from can we get that knowledge? One is, the Sri Ramakrishna says, Naradadi Nitya Siddhas. They come down to the world to give this knowledge. There is, you may not be able to see, I am seeing. You too can see. There is a way to transcend this nature and experience the transcendental path and reach the transcendental entity. So these people who are enlightened try to enlighten. And when God incarnates, He makes all paths to the realm transcendental. It goes on accumulating little by little dirt. All that gets erased, all that gets eliminated, and each path shines forth with new strength, new courage, and new identity. In that state of divine ecstasy, Sri Ramakrishna saw the 6 centers in his own body, the Divine Mother dwelling in them. The 6 centers. Sri Ramakrishna saw 6 centers in his body and the Divine Mother dwelling in him. Those who are acquainted with the Hindu traditions, Hindu ways, the various paths to God, various paths to transcend, will come to know there are 7 chakras in the body. Chakras means the centers of consciousness. I am conscious. I am in waking consciousness. I am in the waking consciousness. Now when I sleep, this waking consciousness level, waking level of consciousness disappears. I enter another level of consciousness, dream consciousness. I am entering at a different level. I am seeing an entirely different level. Now when I enter into deep sleep, I enter one more. These 3 are unrelated to each other. They are different levels of consciousness. Like that, we have, in nature also, there are 7 levels of consciousness. Accordingly, there are 7 levels of consciousness. The lying in one level of consciousness, I can experience one world of its own. Just like when in deep sleep, I'm in one state. When I come to dreaming state, I'm in another level of consciousness. And I experience that world of subtlety. When I come to waking state, I am entering into another level of consciousness where this physical world is there. Can I go to other levels of consciousness nature has provided? And when I go to that another level of consciousness, I see the physical world has disappeared. As we get up from the deep state to dream state, little more consciousness, little more objectivity I am able to see. When I come to waking state, it is clear. I am in waking state and dream state was lower level and it did not exist. Unreality as if. But I enter again. I experience. I cannot totally say it is unreal. If it is unreal, I would not have seen at all. I am experiencing. I experienced the dream. So, dream state is also a level of consciousness. When I come to a little higher, I see a world of divinity, where this world of physical existence totally dissolves. There is still a higher level where all material existence is slowly ending in one unit of the space, all are wound up. And still higher, the pure energy level of the basis of existence, the Moola Prakriti, then the absolute existence, the Satchidananda. If I raise myself to each level of consciousness, I can experience more and more reality, more and more. When I come to dream, to waking, how much of real is there? Similarly, when I enter into the spiritual world, another dimension which is more, I am clear, just like I am seeing waking state, all these things with open eyes. So I experience all the layers of it. In dream, I am experiencing. In waking also. But in dream, when I wake up, I understand it's a lower level of consciousness. It was all reflections of the waking state. Similarly, when I enter to higher levels of consciousness, there are various higher levels. These are the levels in which the nature manifests herself, or the universe descends, evolutes, one by one. So, tuck, 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 it is coming down. That is why we have the quantum physics. The nature energy level is given not in a continuous way, not in a growing up way, decreasing. It is given in impulses. Quantum, tuck, tuck, quantum. It is quantum. That quantum is, each quantum is a level of a particular evolute descending, another evolute descending. First appears the unlimited on that, like you are holding a ring in the sky. The sky limit looks limited, the inner and outer as if. We are not divided. This just holding a rim of a cycle. You see the inner and outer sky. It has put already a limitation on this limitation on the absolute is called Akasha Tattva. The space first appears to accommodate all that exists in the physical world. Then comes Vayu, another entity which cannot be perceived by senses and mind, but one sense which is called touch can perceive it. Sparsha. Then comes sight. which eyes sense can perceive. Then still down it comes. One by one, Akasha, Akashadvayu, Vayuragni, Agnirapa, Advya Prithivi. Space, this space is when it is still about to come. It's already there in the consciousness as consciousness. Tattva, just like Ushnatva, heat, heatness, like that, coldness. Tattva, Ushnatva, Tattva, thatness, that, which is, the universe is not yet emerged. Its whole picture is in the absolute as a knowledge. Just like I want to build a house. The whole house plan is in my mind. Where is it? Where is your house? It's in my mind. Where? I don't see. It is in my mind as mind. It is in the absolute as absolute. That's called Tattva. Akasha Tattva, Vayu Tattva, then Agni Tattva, Jala Tattva, then the Prithvi Tattva, the space element, and then comes the air element, then comes the fire element, then comes the water element, then comes the earth element. These are evolutes from the absolute. Pertaining to these 5 levels, we have the absolute, its power. Absolute is Sahasrara and Agnya, between the eyebrows, another level of consciousness. Our consciousness climbs up and comes down. So at the Agnya level is the pure Prakriti, Mula Prakriti, about to produce the evolutes. Then Akasha Tattva at the throat. Then Vayu Tattva at the heart. Then comes the Agni Tattva at the Manipura, that is navel level. And Swadhisthana, Jala Tattva. And the lowest is the Prithvi Tattva at Mooladhara. These levels of Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Agnya, Sahasrara. These are how the universe is formed, same way our bodily existence is formed. The moment the conception is over, the sperm has entered into egg, first thing projects forward within few seconds is the spinal cord, which has one by one same weight descends. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Apa, Advya, Prithvi. These form the levels of consciousness. You can to tune with the external world, external whole universe. You must be able to tune into the universe from its creative process to the end of creation. You must be all levels. The truth is descending. The absolute is descending to relative existence. The timeless, spaceless existence is very special, bound in time and space and law of causation. It is unlimited, there is no law. Here the law comes into picture, karma and all that. So how the absolute reality is descending stage by stage to the material level of our existence, present existence. And we are in the same earlier lower level of consciousness that nature has brought. But there is all provision to climb to each level of consciousness. Nature is taking us only through 3 levels of consciousness, Jagra, Swapna, Shushruti. Our own efforts can lift each renunciation, giving up the lower, we enter into total giving, we enter into higher. Now, You have to enter into sleep, total waking state. All that belongs to you, mind, I, and everything has to dissolve. It is not going to be destroyed. You are going to take away your awareness. You are going to dissolve your consciousness, retaining there, sustaining there. It is brought out. The things will remain. When you wake up again, the things are there and everything is yours, mine, everything comes back. But you have to leave all that to enter into sleep. You have to leave this dream state to enter into deep sleep. Totally, nothing is going to remain. When you enter into sleep, nothing is going to remain. Everything is going to totally dissolve. So that dissolution is necessary. Similarly, to go to Anahata, where you get the vision of God in the heart. It comes up to Nabhi, our level. Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura. Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura. You think these ranges, all jivas are living. But some give up all this world. Oh, doesn't matter. And climb to higher level of consciousness to see what God is, how God is, to experience that God. So giving up is necessary. If physically is not possible or not so much important as the internal dissociation, it's called dispassion, not detachment, not throwing away, but keeping it as belonging to God, utilized by me. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanavastu.